What's happening, guys? It's AL2 back again, back in the gym doing sexy chest, mainly triceps. Triceps are my weak point, so I'm not really hitting chest too hard because chest is one of my strong points. So I'm starting off with a Wendler style 5-3-1. This is a week 3 phase, so I'm going to try and hit my 1 rep max after 2 sets of 5 reps on the bench press. So the first set was 5 reps of 100 kilos. It was absolutely freezing in the gym today on this session. My joints felt like they were just going to smash into pieces like a block of ice. I only got 2 reps on 125, so that's how I knew this session wasn't going to go too well, because normally I get 5 reps out of that pretty easily, and I was supposed to hit 5 reps without going to failure on that set, but I knew if I tried to hit one more 3rd rep I was going to go to failure. Now I wrap up my elbows because any time I try and go above 130 kilos on the bench press, my tendons just tell me to piss off. Basically, my tendons don't like it one single bit. My elbows just start getting really painful and it hurts like a bitch. So I use my knee wraps and I wrap up my elbows real tight. I find it helps. So I'm going for 140 kilos. The week before I did 142 kg for almost 2 reps. I got one easy, but I knew this session I wasn't feeling too strong, so I thought I'd go for a 1 rep on 315 pounds. I told my spotter not to touch it unless I absolutely needed it. He didn't touch it. It was slow, but it happened. Got it up there. Certainly wasn't going to get a second one. So I got 315 pounds for 1 rep. So what I do next is I skip straight onto my tricep routine, because my chest is strong, my triceps are pretty lagging, so I want to bring them up to scratch. So here I am hitting tricep dips. So I try and keep myself as upright as possible rather than leaning over. So I'm hitting my triceps more on this exercise. I've got a 20 kilo dumbbell between my legs. I normally wear a belt with a chain on it. Forgot that at home on this session. From now on, every exercise is now considered a hypertrophy exercise, which means, in simple terms, muscle building. So we're reducing the rest period slightly to 2 minutes for every exercise after the bench press. So 3 sets here. Rest periods down to 2 minutes. I film a second set of these. Oh, music's come on loud. So I get a second set. I do 3 sets, but from now on I'm not going to film 3 sets of my exercises. After this exercise it's just going to be 1 set each that gets filmed. I think I failed way before 10 here. It was freezing that day. It was snowing outside and that gym just was not warm. Definitely affected my workout. Not making excuses or anything. You know, it's not my style at all. But it was cold, man. Right, seated dumbbell extensions. I love these for triceps. My triceps are pretty lagging, but these add some decent size to them. So I've got a 40 kilo dumbbell there and I'm just repping out. I need to keep my body a little bit more upright, but my upper arm stays fixed and that's what's important here. So my triceps are doing all of the work. I think I've got 1 more in there. Probably ill-advised. I mean, I didn't want to go to failure, but if you've watched my other videos, I do mention that I've got this problem with trying to stop before failure. I'm not sure why. I need to get out of that mentality and stop shy of failure, because it really burns out your central nervous system, especially if you're going for hypertrophy. You're not going to be able to hit really too much volume if you go to failure on your very first set. Okay, on to reverse cable curls. Doing these unilaterally, so one at a time. We're going to turn this into a superset, so I'm going to do one set on my right hand side, one set on my left hand side, and then we're going to go into tricep cable push downs. Just get a nice pump in there. What I could probably do is squeezing a little bit more at the bottom rather than letting it come straight back. My triceps could definitely do with more of a mind muscle connection. I find it quite hard to get a mind muscle connection on my triceps. Been getting better as time's gone on, but it can definitely improve. Okay, so we're supersetting here with straight bar cable push downs. So 3 supersets in total. Take 2 minutes in between each superset. I get a good squeeze here. I hold there for a second, right at the bottom, and then slowly up on the negative. Keeping my elbows close to my sides to make sure my triceps are doing all of the work. And yeah, that's that exercise. I've got one more exercise on triceps. It's a seated tricep extension again, but this time one arm at a time. This exercise always kills me. I'm not even lifting heavy weight here. This is about a 22-pound dumbbell. Not heavy at all, but this kills me. I'm probably not going to do this again. It always hurts my shoulders when I do this exercise. Feel it more in my shoulder joints than my triceps. I think my fragile shoulders are probably what's responsible for my lagging triceps. I think if I fix that, my triceps will probably improve as well. Absolutely fail here. Need to save myself with my left arm. Again, that was my first set and I went to failure. Need to get out of that mentality, but I really struggle to do that. I've always trained balls to the wall, so once you've done that, it's really hard to kind of hold back. You feel like you're cheating yourself when really you're not, because you're going to make up that intensity in volume. So we're going to do more sets. Yep, there's me sitting down all sad, feeling sorry for myself because 10 kilo dumbbells made me look like an absolute amateur. Okay, and then I just finally burn out a set with dumbbell flies. So I go back to chest at the end, just hit an isolation movement, nice slow contractions. A tip on this, guys, is to turn your index finger inwards. A lot of gym bros, they kind of turn their pinky finger inside a lot of the time. That's actually doing the opposite of what you want. You want to contract the chest maximally. Now, to shorten the chest maximally, its most shortened position is when you turn your index fingers towards each other, so like I'm doing here, rather than turning your pinky fingers inside. Alright, that's it. Wendler 531 chest and triceps. Keep following my contest prep, guys. I really appreciate all the positive feedback so far.